Hey, how are we doing, guys? JH Boxing Fan, I hope you're all well. On today's video, I'm going to be going into my top 5 boxers for 2020-23. Just before we get into that, I know there's a lot of really good content out there on the sport, everyone vying for your attention, but this is the channel for non-biased, unadulterated boxing content because I have no affiliations, no promotions, no financial bias, just me talking the good stuff about boxing. So I'm grateful for the support. I've decided now that I've got the mid-30s in the subs. I thought I'd set myself a little target for 2024. Can I get to the end of the year and hit the 100 subs mark? Sorry, the middle of the year and hit the 100 subs mark. If I can do that, maybe towards the end of the year, let's see if I can get towards the 200 sub marks. I will be a very happy man. So if you could keep sharing for me and keep spreading the word. So let's get into this one, guys. Now, going to go into my top 5 boxers for 2023. Who do I think has really nailed the year in the boxing world? Let's start in at number 5 with our very own man from Nottingham, Leigh Wood, the featherweight WBA champion. What a year it was for Leigh Wood. Obviously, back in February, we know he lost his title against Mauricio Lara whilst he was caught trading in range with a hooker, hooking with a hooker. He came out second best in that one, but just fast forward 8 months and Leigh Wood would have gone on to regain his WBA title, revenging that defeat against Monsieur Lara, outboxing him over 12 rounds before defending his title in October against Josh Warrington in that absolute humdinger over in Sheffield. So a fantastic year for Leigh Wood, and what a turnaround in his career he's had since, of course, losing that WBO European title fight back in 2020 against Jazza Dickens. And look where Leigh Wood is now. All the signs are he's going to go up, of course, up to 130 to take on and challenge Joe Cordina for his IBF world title up at 130. What a fight that would be. I'll be trying to get my hands on some tickets to that one if that one gets made. One of my vows for 2024, I want to try and get to as much as more live boxing as I possibly can, whether that be big or small shows. So I'm looking out for some tickets on that one if it gets made. So a brilliant year for Leigh Wood. He's my number 5 boxer of the year for 2023. In at 4, guys, of course, it's the island's pride of boxing, who finished the year undisputed at both lightweight and super lightweight. Of course, it's Katy Taylor. A fantastic year for Katy Taylor, who again similarly turned around the year after that defeat back in July to Chantel Cameron. She went straight back in there, bravely going up and weight in the first place. Cameron bravely going into the lion's den twice. They gave us, I think, in that first fight, a fight contender of the year for me. I thought that was a fantastic fight, particularly the first one, where I thought Cameron won that fight in the first half of the fight. Katy Taylor finished strongly in that one, but she just took a while to adjust to the tactics from Cameron in the first half of the fight, which I think was the difference. The second half, as we know, she was more effective and tactically smothering Cameron's work on the inside and using his superior hands. But I did think Cameron was a bit lucky in that rematch. I thought a few things didn't go away. I don't think we saw the best of Cameron in the rematch, but unfortunately the knockdown early on, and then the clash, which I thought could have been given as a knockdown, and perhaps could have had an impact there, and obviously the clash of heads, which I think sort of offset her in that one. So all in all credit to Katy Taylor for that rematch performance, and it sets up now, I think, a fantastic potential trilogy fight into 2024, and I think that would really be another one we'd love to see. But Katy Taylor, she is my number 4 fighter for 2023. Now we're getting to the business end, guys. The top 3 fighters of the year. And at number 3, it is the man from Overhaar, the king of the welterweight division, the man who goes by the name of Terrence Bud Crawford. Of course, now widely regarded as the pound for pound boxer in the world. Of course, the Ring Magazine as of December, he is top of the tree on the Ring Magazine pound for pound rankings. And what a magnificent performance we saw from him in Las Vegas back in July, where he unified the division. Unified all 4 belts in the division with that performance against Errol Spence. That was tipped to be a close fight. Errol Spence unbeaten going into that one. He brought 2 belts to the table himself, but it was nothing other than a beat down over 9 rounds. Crawford, I think, putting Spence down 3 times en route to that 9th round stoppage. Fantastic performance from the southpaw style of Terrence Crawford. Here, and obviously that since Spence has gone on to activate the rematch clause, which of course has led to Crawford being stripped of the IBF title. But by all accounts, he is undisputed at the weight. And I think Crawford will have to do something very differently in the rematch if we're going to see an outcome. So Terrence Crawford is my number 3 boxer for 2023. So now, guys, we're into the top 2. And for number 2, I have gone for Devin the Dream Haney. Of course, the man from California. Fantastic year for Devin Haney down at lightweight. 2 massive fights for him. Obviously, the first one back in July, earlier in the year with Loma. A fight that was closely contested, a real good tactical, technical boxing match. I know some people felt that Lomachenko was hard done by in that one. He lost a unanimous decision. I personally had Devin Haney winning that one by 2 rounds. I think the last round, the 12th round, was key in that fight because Lomachenko, I thought, really came on strong in the second part of the fight. But that last round, I think, was a difference for me between the 2-round win for Haney or a majority draw, in my opinion. Nonetheless, it was Haney that had his hands raised, defending his titles, and of course, then going up to 140 pounds to take on Regis Prograis for the WBC title at super lightweight. And what a performance that was from him. It was a shutout really from Devin Haney, and big things to come now for Devin Haney going into next year. 31-0, incredible year for Devin Haney. Let's put the respect on his name. He is my number 2 boxer of the year, Devin the Dream Haney. So that leaves me only one more place to go, and that of course is the number 1 top spot for the JH Boxing Fan Boxer of 2023. And unsurprisingly, I'm going for the man known as the Monster, who just the other week, over the festive period on Boxing Day, became only the 2nd male boxer to become undisputed at 2 weight divisions in history, a 4 division weight world champion. After that cracking performance against Marlon Tapales at Super Bantam, having gone up early in the year and defeated Stephen Fulton, who many thought would put a real challenge from him. He managed to smash Stephen Fulton incredibly, stopping him, and of course then stopping Marlon Tapales last week to become undisputed at Super Bantam. A real legacy fighter, an incredible year for Naoya Inoue. Can he go up one more? Can he go up to featherweight and do it up there as well? Who knows? Why not? Remains to be seen, but I wouldn't put it past this guy. Unbelievable talent. Naoya Inoue, of course, has to be the number 1 boxer for me for 2023. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Do you agree? Have you got any other thoughts and opinions? Who's your top boxers for 2023? tune in for the next one. I'll be looking at my prospects, top 5 prospects to look out for in 2024, and I'll be looking ahead to the upcoming matchups. Of course, we've got Callum Smith and Babietev in a couple of weeks' time. Ahara Davis, I believe, out in action this week. Catch my preview on those. All that remains, thanks for listening to Boxing Fan, guys. I'll see you on the next one.